Alright guys, we're doing the next hired request. Sorry about the delay between putting out this one and the last one. Our family has been really sick with a stomach virus. Not once, but 3 times, 3 rounds of it. And all of us at the house are just hoping that it's over with. Awful stuff, the stomach virus. I'd rather be almost any kind of sick besides that. But this is the next hired request. It is a Billy Joel song called Miami 2017. It's also, some people call it Seen the Lights Go Out on Broadway. But another great Billy Joel tune. And there are lots of ones that, you know, aren't necessarily hits, but are great songs, I'm finding out. Billy Joel and Elton John and others. You know, what makes a hit sometimes is just happens to be what song record companies push and you know, the timing of when it comes out and everything. So a lot of good hits out there, that are lots of good songs that weren't necessarily hits, you know, in the stats. But this is Miami 2017. Let me play a little bit of the intro for you. Okay, and that's our free part 1 we put on YouTube. By the way, I have a website called webpianoteacher.com. It will have the whole lesson for this, all the lessons for this song on there. I always put the free part 1 on YouTube. If you're interested in learning how to read music, and you want to branch out from just this by-ear whiteboard stuff, SeanCheek.com is my other website, and you learn how to read music well. I have sight reading lessons on there, and we focus on a lot of classical music. And you can download sheets on SeanCheek.com. Okay? But my blog, SeanCheekblog.com, SeanCheekblog.com, is where you can order DVDs. If you don't want to do the website membership thing and you want DVDs, you can order a custom DVD set. And you can also order my sight reading boot camp DVD set, 8 DVD set with downloadable sight reading materials. Anyway, Facebook is the best place to see what I'm up to, or Twitter. Just do a Facebook or Twitter search for Web Piano Teacher. So let's get started with this free part 1 here. And you know, like a lot of things, they sound harder than they are, and I always like that when it's not as hard as it sounds. I put in a green box here. One thing I want to mention too. The person that hired me this requested this, and it's kind of neat. They wanted the intro done from the album version, so that's what I did, because everybody likes, knows the intro. But then for the rest of it, for the verse and the chorus and all that, I used a demo version that Billy plays, kind of a live sounding version, where the piano does a little more. It's a little more challenging, a little more interesting. So a lot of times you get that in live performances and demo versions. So, it's the same song. I just used his version of piano playing, his style of piano playing, and that. It's pretty cool. So let's get started. I put in green here because the left hand's going to play actually both of those. The F sharp is part of the melody, but so I wrote it on the top, but really the left hand, you'll do better if the left hand plays it. So it's D and F sharp with left hand up here. Here's middle C, so we're above this C, on D and F sharp, like that. And then we're going to go to A, and up to D, and then up to F sharp. When we get to F sharp, we're going to go F sharp, G, F sharp really fast. I like to do that with 3-4-3. Some of you might like 4-5-4 if you want, but I like 3-4-3. A, D. So ba-ba-ba-da-da. These are faster. And then D, A, D. So you just kind of have your hand in the chord pattern, A, D, F sharp, and you can play that. So you start 1 and 2, da-da-da-da-da-da. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and. Okay, but learn it slow. And then we're going to go C natural. We're in the key of D here, but we're using the flat 7 chord here. C and E together with the left hand. Then the right hand's going to do G, E, G, E, D, G, D. You can use 1-4 or 1-3, whatever you like, or 1-5, depending on your hand. All right. B and D together now, and we move left hand a little bit lower to B natural, D natural, and then G, E, D, G, D. Just like this one, you just have a different two notes at the beginning of the box. So let's put the whole bottom line together at a slow tempo, alright? Ready, go. I'm sorry, ready, go. 1. Okay, let's continue up here. B flat and D together. Okay, here's something that's kind of funny. No one ever really questions me why I go from bottom to top on the whiteboard. It's just kind of, you know, top to bottom is how everyone, the rest of the world does everything, top to bottom. And the reason for that, when I first started, I would always, really zoom in and I would write maybe one line or something, but I would want it to be as close to the keyboard as it could be, not far up high. If I only had one line, so I would write it as close to it as a keyboard. And occasionally I'd have a second line, so I just write it above it. So that was the kind of thing behind it, and I had already made a bunch of videos, so I just kept doing it that way. Didn't want to change it, and everybody seems to be used to it. So it's kind of amazing to me. Nobody ever complains about that, but it wouldn't do any good to complain. I'm not going to change since I've made over 2,000 videos in this kind of style, but. So here we have B flat and D together, and then the right hand comes in with F, and then up to high E, back down to F, back up to E, down to D, down to F. Now this D, the left hand can play because it already played it here, so let the left hand play that D. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and like that. Alright, now for the next, last measure we have here for the free part 1, we're going to go down an octave. Okay, so this is what, like this, but different, but essentially same chord, D chord, D, F sharp. We're an octave lower now. Okay, so we're near middle C, D and F sharp with the left hand, then the right hand goes D, A. Now we have the fast F sharp, G, F sharp, down to D, down to A, and then up to high A. So 1. Okay, let's do the whole board slow. Ready, and 1. I almost forgot what I was doing right there. So fast. On second thought, it might be better for the right hand to play that because the left hand's trying to move down. Yeah, I would cross over and do that D. So let's make a correction on that, for me at least. Cross over for the D. I think it works better. Then the left hand can concentrate on moving down. So there's your free part 1. See you on the website, webpianoteacher.com. Hope you guys enjoy it.